Hey guys, and welcome to the next new NBA 2K18 series. It's been giantly requested by a lot of you. A My League relocation fantasy draft. We're putting everything into one package. I have introduced 6 new expansion teams: the San Diego Surf, the Storm, the Baltimore Barons, the Pittsburgh Force, and the Vancouver Ravens and St. Louis Sound. We will be playing as the San Diego Surf, and this will be a fantasy draft. This is going to be extremely interesting with 6 more teams in the mix, and just a fantasy draft in general. It's going to really shake things up and make it really interesting for this new series. So, the Storm, and what pick do we have? Are you kidding? Are we all the way down here? Okay, let's just move on to our first pick. We have the 22nd pick in this draft, so we have a lot of good options here. I wanted to go with somebody young, but I just want to go with overall talent that's under like 29, 30, just to keep it as young as possible. Bradley Beal is available. A lot of good young players. I want to see who got taken already. So Drummond was taken, Devin Booker, Embiid. Yeah, I'm assuming pretty much all the young great players have already been taken. So we got 23rd pick. I'm looking right now at Victor Oladipo as the number 1 option. He's locked in for 4 more years. He's a 88 overall. Great offensive player. There's also Clint Capella we could build a team around. Bradley Beal, Rudy Gobert is available as well. You know what? I gotta go with Victor Oladipo for our first pick in the fantasy draft. One thing I forgot to mention is that this is a serpentine draft. So since I got the 23rd pick in the first round, I now have the 13th pick in this round. So we already have our shooting guard and our main scorer, so I want to get somebody big to pair up with him. Enes Kanter is available, Vucevic or Steven Adams. I want to see what big men do we have left. DeAndre is still available. Miles Turner, I could reunite the Indiana Pacers. Derek Favors. Man, the pool is really dry right now. Lou Williams still available. Point guards are still available. And I think we're going to actually reunite Miles Turner and Victor Oladipo. So back with our 3rd round pick. We have our shooting guard and center. So we need to find some fill-in players for this. I want to go really young with these next 3 picks. And there's not much talent left overall. There's a couple decent players. I'm looking at Larry Nance Jr. I'm also looking at possibly Willie Cauley-Stein and moving Miles Turner down to the power forward position. I guess, yeah, Miles Turner. I guess I could play Miles Turner there. But let's just see what young players are available. Dennis Smith Jr., De'Aaron Fox. Yeah, I'm going to have to go through this a little bit. Jonathan Isaac is still available. I want to get as young a player as possible to try and develop them into the player I want. Jordan Bell, I saw. You know, I think we may have to go with one of the young point guards. We got Frank, Dennis Smith, De'Aaron Fox, Lonzo Ball. A bunch of good players right there. I think we're going to go with the 9th overall pick. I think we're going to go with Dennis Smith Jr. here. So we have our backcourt. Now we need to fill in the power forward and small forward positions. And looking at them right now, they are running dry very, very quickly. Dragon Bender, I believe Jordan Bell is already taken. So, oh no, Jordan Bell is still available, so he's a possibility. Looking at small forward, OG Anunoby is there. Justice Winslow is still on the board. Who's this? Devin Robinson, Kyle Anderson. Some decent players are still left. Bogdanovich. I do like some Bogdanovich. He's got a favorable contract. But looking at who is available right now, I like Jordan Bell. He's on that really, really small rookie wage. Possibly looking to sign some free agents if we are able to get him on the team. There's also Anunoby, who's a really good young player. He's only 19 years old. Right now it's between Bell and Anunoby. So Bell's 22 at 75. He's a defensive stud. But then we got a three-point knockdown shooter in Anunoby, who's also a good defender. I think we're going to go with OG Anunoby here with our 4th pick. So that means we got to fill in the power forward position or possibly get a center that we can move down to power forward. I'm looking at Kelly Olynyk as a possibility. Besides that, the depth is really sort of going out the window at this point. They're very old players. I don't want to pick up an older player, but I may have to get one just due to the lack of options right now. I don't want to get Allen Williams. We always got... Why is Jeremy Grant a power forward in this? I thought he was a shooting guard. Alright, no matter. Pascal Siam is still available. There is really not much left. Let's just see who's the best players overall right now. Jeff Teague is still available. Kyle Korver. Mike Scott and Trevor Booker. I could move John Henson down to the power forward position. That could be an option. We could also get Gallo, but he's got that gigantic $20 million contract. I may go with Olynyk. Or possibly move Joe Ingles into that spot. You know what? Looking at it, I think I'm going to go with the power forward. Where is he? Mr. Kelly Olynyk. Where's Kelly Olynyk? Oh, he's a center, and we'll move him down. Kelly Olynyk. Where... Did I honestly lose him already? Here it is, Kelly Olynyk. Move him down to power forward, and he'll be our stretch big to put on the power forward. Alright, getting into the bench unit. There's no way we're going to get anybody young. Just looking at the overalls, they're really running out of options here. I mean, all the great young players have been picked already. Like Patrick McCaw, Hernan Gomez, Luke Kennard. I like me some Luke Kennard off the bench. That'll be... I think I would like that. But looking at the entire list, there's still some good players around here. Some good young players. But the salary is the big thing that is keeping me away from some of these players right now. Especially when they're locked in for 3 years like Courtney Lee or some of these other players. I just don't want to take on that load for that long amount of time. So, I am going to go with another young player. We're going to try and develop this team as much as possible. And we're going to head down here, and if I am correct, he is still available. We are going to go with Luke Kennard, coming off the bench as a knockdown shooter. With our 7th round selection, I'm going to go with Markieff Morris as our backup power forward and our main scorer coming off the bench with Luke Kennard. You know we got to get a backup center, and you know I got to go with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. JaVale McGee at the backup center. For our backup small forward, we're going to get Justin Holiday. For our next pick, we're going to get a backup point guard. I'm going to get Ron Baker and move him to point guard for our really physical backup point guard coming off the bench. So guys, here is the roster after the fantasy draft. I still have to edit the positions of some players. Let's go ahead and do that right now while we're looking at it. Let me move Kelly Olynyk to power forward. He actually goes up to a 78 overall. Justin Holiday, let's sort by position here. So we have a lot of shooting guards, but Ron Baker is going to become our backup point guard. He goes down to a 72. We also got Michael Carter-Williams in the draft and Tony Torrey Craig in the draft. Nice three-point shooter. But besides that, I believe that is how everything is looking. Victor Oladipo and Miles Turner will be the two players that I build around. Kelly Olynyk, Dennis Smith Jr., Marcus Morris, JaVale McGee, OG Anunoby, Justin Holiday, Luke Kennard, Ron Baker, and our backups. Very nice. So, I just want to run through the rosters real quick to see what every team got and see if there are any major changes with this. Of course there are. What am I thinking? There's going to be major changes just like this. LeBron going to Oklahoma City with Lou Williams. Westbrook and Melo reunite on Minnesota. Kevin Love, Kemba Walker. John Wall and DeAndre go to Golden State. Kawhi's on the Wizards. Boogie goes back to Philadelphia. Kristaps is on the new expansion team, Baltimore. Towns on the Bucks. Horford. Ben Simmons on the Bulls. Jimmy Butler and Andrew Wiggins makes his return to Cleveland. The Celtics somehow still retain Kyrie Irving. What kind of stroke of luck was that? They also retain Avery Bradley from when they had him before the Pistons trade. They also got Iguodala and Alex Len. Aldridge goes to the Clippers along with rookie Donovan Mitchell. Jokic and Schroeder are on the new Pittsburgh Force. Drummond and Fultz are on the Grizzlies. Klay Thompson goes to the Hawks. Paul George to the Heat. Gobert and Middleton to the Hornets. Lillard, McCollum. Draymond goes to New York. Joel Embiid with D. Wade and Nowitzki in LA. Wow, these are some good teams. James Harden goes to Brooklyn, of all places. Some very good teams. Whiteside and D'Angelo team up. There's going to be some very interesting dynamics in the Steph and Dwight Howard on the Rockets. Just a very interesting team. With the second pick, the Storm selected Giannis. And now he's on the Virginia Storm with Marcus Smart and Jordan Bell. KD on the Suns. Wow, what a fantasy draft. It's going to be very, very interesting how this first season goes. But that will be all for this episode. If you guys liked it, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe for more NBA 2K18 of this fantasy draft relocation. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.